Hey guys, Anmarchi here in our factory. And that's right, so a lot has changed since the last episode, but even more is going to change in this episode. So, if you remember, we made the Gravy tool, but since then I've also made the Advanced Chainsaw and the Advanced Diamond Drill. The Advanced Diamond Drill is very fast. Now, to show you all the changes, I made an industrial electrolyzer, just have it here. I don't actually have an industrial blast furnace, so there's not a lot I could do with the industrial electrolyzer. Like, a lot of this stuff, you electrolyze, then blast furnace. Blast furnace. But I don't have a lot of the... I don't have a blast furnace, so, yeah. We'll get to that eventually. We're gonna need a stack of this, at least. At least a stack of this. Our miner's backpack's full, I just realized. Sort that, take out that stack. Take out these 5 diamonds. I'll do a little bit of sorting. Now, about the sword, using an ironwood sword, because I've been spending a lot of time in the Twilight. If you play FTB and you ever get bored, go to the Twilight. There is so much to do in the Twilight. You will never get bored. But, back here you can see I built an assembly table. That's new from the last episode, I believe. And the laser. They cost a lot of diamonds, a lot more than I thought. I actually want to throw some coal in there, at least 15. Now, in the Twilight, I got a Charm of Keeping. And because this is like the most basic Charm of Keeping, it's a Charm of Keeping 1, when I die, I'll keep my sword and my armor, which is random armor. But I named this jetpack Anmarchi's jetpack, and it has protection 3 on it, so it's kind of a big deal. But, I also have a Charm of Life, and I don't know if that gives me, like, more health or another life if I die or something. But I have so much to say, and I'm trying to get it all in. I want to make concrete. To make concrete, you need rebar. To make rebar, you need to roll some iron. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do, is I'm going to roll some iron. I'll roll that much. Might seem like a lot, but we have like 32 stacks of iron, so it's not that big a deal. Now, another thing that I got with these turrets are some of the most fun I've ever had. So Portal's one of my favorite games ever, in the history of the world ever. And when I get bored and I don't know what to do in FTB and I don't want to explore the Twilight, because that's what I recommend, remember, what I do is I actually just look up the Portal Gun mod, and I just make something from the Portal Gun mod because of how much I like it. Now, as far as this energy source goes, I got a lot of oil, and if you want to know my oil technique, I would show it to you, but it's basically, I might show it later, it's basically a pump, and the pump pumps it into a liquid transposer. The liquid transposer puts it into beeswax capsules, and it's as simple as that. Now, with bees, not much has changed, not much to show. I got some industrious, but we're getting up there. I'm trying to remember everything else. We should probably go to the Twilight, because I found one of these, like, Twilight temple things. I don't know what they're actually called. I found one with Ricky Rocks last night. We were just messing around there. Oh, get out. I know that I fell in, so I knew that I was already going to go back through, so there was no point in putting up a struggle. I often get stuck when I come out. I should probably change these full blocks to half slabs, because a lot of the time when I go through, I just come back out. But that full enchanter that you saw before, I got that with books from... Okay, let's see. Marker up here. It's like over this way a little. Come on. Okay, I have to go like 500 more blocks that way to see it. But in these temples, there's another one over there apparently. You can find a lot of really cool stuff. The coolest thing that I found was these reappearing blocks. So, picture this. You're walking through, you see, you get to this wall, you right-click. Disappears, you walk through, behind you. After some time, it reappears. I think that these are really cool doors, and I think that these will make for some really cool doors in our factory. And here, you see, go over to here. This is our quarry. As far as the quarry goes, I compiled a lot of resources with JN, so I've been splitting this stuff with him. I used his blast furnace to make the titanium because I didn't have one. He gave in 5 of the diamonds that you need, but for the record, we were not running this off a Stirling engine. We were running it off biogas, but then is it gas or mass? Biogas. But then we ran out of biogas, so now we're just running it off a Stirling. But look how slow the Stirling is. Yeah, see? It moves like... Wait for it. Now it moves 1 block. It is so slow. So, in the past, we used those combustion engines that I have that I like a lot. But they exploded, so I'm hesitant to use them again. Could we do this? And then just be like, I want to go through. But of course we do a 4x4. That might kill people when they go through. Might want to warn them. I made a full enchanter down in the basement, as you saw. Now for starters here, let's see. Give me my reappearing blocks. They're called reappearing blocks, if you have not noticed yet. I don't care. I want it to look nice, but I don't really care if it doesn't go that nice. But that is sick. Walk into my base. Now they would reappear behind you. Like, walk in, they reappear right behind you. That is crazy. I'm not sure if I'll use them to the bee sanctuary, but I will definitely use them all around my base. But today is going to be... Oh, let me take out those so they can make some more. Today's going to be all about working on the actual factory part here. I'm going to expand it out pretty far back. Like, as far back as I think I want it to go. Because I kind of just want to finish it off. I'm sick of having this dirt wall and the occasional mob getting in. So that's the goal for today. I'm going... Let's see. I want to see this concrete. Oh, God. I don't have any stone. Hurry, smelt. I'll just get the 4 pieces and make a set of 8. We're going to need a lot. Let me take out some. I'll put it in here. Then it'll get put into this chest when it's done. Come on, give me one more. I think it's actually 5, so I need to wait for another one. Come on, come in, come in. There we go. Okay. Now let's see if we can make this. I like the way the concrete looks, but let me mention my kind of like my idea for this whole... Can you pick it up with a pick? Yeah, kind of like my idea for this whole place is like, this is the fancy part. This is the nice, neat, fancy part. Like, if the Boy Scouts come to visit, this is the part that we show them. Like, downstairs, this is where the technical stuff happens. This is the power generation. And as far as power generation, I like these water mills a lot. And I think we'll use them for a lot of our EU generation, but I have another idea for that. Now, I think that we're going to make the whole thing this height, which means that I would have to dig out like so, and put in the concrete. Looks a lot like stone, but I think it looks a little bit nicer. Now, this portal goes to Jan's house. For lighting, I kind of want to use like, I think that they are called these inverted white lamps, which you need bone meal, glowstone, redstone, glass panes, redstone torches. It's not that hard to make, but it's like kind of like a mess of stuff. So I'm gonna get to work down here, laying down some concrete and whatnot, and then I will bring you guys back when I have some more done. Hello guys, I'm back here. I'm just about ready to go into the basement. But as you can see, I haven't done much changes up here. The next step, though, I did add another chest here, which is a shame because I just keep putting chests here with no meaning. Next step is to expand this out that way. I plan to expand it a lot further. Now, you'll notice that my jetpack's not on, right? I'm jumping instead of flying. And before I go down there, I want to mention that something that's kind of important to me is to be able to get around in your base without a jetpack. Because, you know, sometimes you die and you don't, you die and you don't have your jetpack, or your jetpack's charging and you want to get around, or like, if someone comes over that doesn't have a jetpack, or doesn't have their jetpack on them, or something like that. So it's just important for me to be able to, and also, like, I want to conserve energy, and it's a place where I'm supposed to feel at home, so I should be able to go around without a jetpack. Now I'm trying to prevent going down there. Now, it's not done at all, it's just the beginning, but this did take me a while. If you remember how bad this basement was before, it was just mismatched pieces of dirt and stuff, but I expanded it all the way back to here, and this is as far as the house goes above us, so we kind of have to expand the house if we want to keep going, which we're going to do soon, but I put down this concrete, which is actually rather expensive. It is, let me do the math, it's 4 for every 8 for every 1 piece. It's half of an iron rebar, and every iron rebar is, okay, so it's like It's like a little bit less than a piece of iron per... How fast is this filling up? It's like a little bit less than a piece of iron for every block, which actually turns out to be a lot when you think about the size of this. Now, as far as these inverted lamps, I kind of wanted this place to have like an old-fashioned feel, but if you look at it, it kind of has like a futuristic feel, which I guess is fine. I capped off the ceiling, smoothed it all out. I also made the walls this fir wood because I kind of like it. This portal is either temporary or gonna have a more permanent spot. Whoops, accidentally went to Jan's house. There's always a lag spike when I do that. Okay. So, these barrels, I'm not so sure about. I might leave some barrels down here, but these are probably not permanent either. This is, of course, the 600-pound gorilla in the room, as the saying goes. But let's just hop up here. Water mills. Now, I've kind of been using water mills and solar panels, and, you know, I have a solar panel out there, and I have water mills in here, and I really prefer the water mills. Plus, I had this idea to do, like, a water tower, and I would build a big old-fashioned water tower, and then, have this, something like this, like a setup like this inside of it. So, I think that's what we'll do. I haven't moved these yet because they're just still generating power and I don't have the water setup built yet. But over here, you can see we're kind of on a hill, and that's the top of the hill, and we're coming down. So you can see the dirt gets lower over there. On the sides here, I put these iron bars. I kind of like them, but they kind of take away from this futuristic feel. Like here, if you look from here over, we could be anywhere. We could be 600 blocks underground. We could be... And I know that you would know that you're not... Yeah, that's not too good on the oil. I know that anyone in here would know that they're not, 600 blocks underground, 200 blocks underground, but, first of all, that's not possible. Second of all, they just went down that ladder. But it's kind of like that suspension of disbelief. But yet, when you look over here, kind of gives you, like, a cellar-type feel. So, tell me what you guys think. Should I just, I'll put these lights all over. So, would you rather me just have the lights and no little iron bars, or with the iron bars? So, and... if you want to go down, that's how you go down. You just pop that. I think that's kind of cool. And then, wait, it does come back. Yep. So, now, I'm going to go pick up some more oil, and I will come back once I have. I like to use these wax capsules, but I don't really have enough, so I have to make some aluminum capsules. So, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here we are. You see I have my little oil bookmark here, and actually... why is the roof open? This is worrisome. Seems like someone was just here. Okay. So I forgot to bring coke coal. I just remembered right now as I'm looking at that Stirling engine. Might have to go back. Yeah, I think I will. But, let me just, for demonstration purposes, run it off these fir logs. Put the fir logs in here. How's this doing on power? Not too good. But... simply, you put the wax capsules or whatever you're filling in here, and then it uses the power to fill them and put them in here. And then I could bring these home, put them in the tank. But if you head down here, take off hover mode, this is the lava pool. So, you didn't see this when it was full, so you can't get the full effect. But this whole room was filled with oil. I always say lava, so I'm going to have to watch myself. But this whole room was filled with... let me turn on the pump and the Stirling engine. I mean, the pump and the transposer. Now, this whole room was... the redstone engine doesn't do much. It's just there for a little bit of help. This whole room was filled with oil, and as well as this whole dive here. And then this whole bottom part was also filled with oil. So, I now have filled up that whole tank pretty much just off this one. Plus, you can see over there, all caps, oil. That's another one. Some people would say, like, well, you have to walk all the way here, set this up, take it down. This is, first of all, this is so easy to set up. Look at this. It's 2 Stirling engines. The redstone engine is not necessary, so you can ignore it. 2 Stirling engines, a bunch of cans, which you can make with aluminum, which everyone has a ton of after running a quarry or something. A bunch of cans or wax capsules if you do bees. A pump, Stirling engine, and 1 tube. That's all it takes, and the 2 levers, I guess. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And lava and oil, rather, is a really good fuel source, in my opinion, at least. So, I'm going to cart the rest of this home, but, like I said, I need to go get some Coca-Cola or something so that I could actually run these. So, Might as well let them tire themselves out, right? Let me go home, get some Coca-Cola, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back here with some oil. Now believe it, this much oil was not enough to fill up, to pull it all out. There's still more oil there. So, just to put that in perspective for you, I know of 2 more places with just about an equal amount of oil. So, that means, most of this came from there, plus this, plus more. We've got a lot of oil. When you're working with oil, you have to worry about like, am I really? I mean, like, it's not renewable. When you're running with biogas, it's pretty easy to, just get more saplings. And when you're running with solar panels, it's super easy. It just comes from the sun. But when you're running with oil, it's like, it's a more demanding resource. I think that makes the game a little bit more fun because for EU, we're gonna have a free energy resource, something like this. But for MJ, might as well make something like this. So these are gonna be like our 2 big powerhouses, probably the water mills and this are going to be our 2 main ones, but other stuff we might power different ways. I figured I'd explain this. So how this works is these guys, every time they use up a little bit of oil, you see that? A little bit of oil, then they go back. Ooh, wait, takes them a little while. A little bit of oil, then he goes back. So eventually, this pipe comes around, fills him up when he uses up that little bit. So eventually this pipe will use up all of its oil. So this gate is set when the pipe empties, uses up all its oil, turn on a redstone signal. Redstone signal turns on, redstone engine starts going, refills the whole pipe, and then it basically keeps it so that most setups you would just put not a torch, like a redstone torch you could do, or a lever just right next to it, and have it always on, always pumping. Now this reduces lag, and I think it looks nicer like that. Now I know that there's a way with using gates where you don't need this redstone engine. Like, I think that there's a way, and I have some more complex gates. Let me try and remember where I put them. Actually, let me take off my jetpack engine. I don't like it on when I'm at home. I have an archaic gate, iron and gate, pulsating chipset, red wire. I have a lot of stuff. Why is this off? Why is that off? Uh-oh, guys, that could be a problem. Like, you can't break them when they're like that. Let's look at this. Uh-oh. You can't break them when you're like that, so it might just be permanently there. That would really be a pain. I'll relog, because I think that it's a login error. But we'll have to see in a second. Now, for the fun part, I'm blaming JN if it's broken, because he's been portal holing through that, despite that being an easy way out. In and out. So, we're at 320,000. We have, like, just a little bit shy of half the bottom block filled up, right? So we're like right there. So let's do this. Yep, this is gonna take a while. But there is quite a lot here. So each one of these is 1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 564,000s plus 40,000. Will we break 1,000,000? I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, definitely not. Definitely won't break 1,000,000, but we'll probably break 500,000 if we haven't already. And I don't want to look until I put them all in. Ooh, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. But one thing that I've noticed is like iron tanks filled up this much or even less than this. I did not see anything. I didn't see the number. That's what matters. Filled up like this much or less than this kind of looks silly or even stupid in my opinion. Whereas like, iron, I saw it, but I didn't see the number. Iron, see right about, wait for it, go up 1 little tick, or 2 even. Yeah, we're almost, wait for it, I want 1 more tick. There we go. Oh, what happened there? Why did I just throw all these in the ground? 1 more tick. We're at 1/3, and I think it was like 1.8 million, so 1/3 of 1.8 million, 600,000 is my guess. 600,000 is my guess. Let's see, 680,000, higher than my guess, but that's a decent amount of oil. That'll keep us going for a really long time, but I just prefer to fill it up because tanks look cool when they're filled up. And, 2 million, not 180 million, but we could always make this bigger. I'd like to expand it more this way rather than up and down because this room's finally starting to look a little more clean cut. And these engines, I have to babysit them every time they're on. I plan to eventually fix this redstone, make it nicer. But as of right now, I just babysit them every time they're on because I don't want them exploding. And, not to mention, they fill this up really quick. See, look, this is almost filled up. So, what is next on the agenda? I'm going to relog, see if that fixes itself, and then we'll get into some new stuff. Okay, guys, I'm back, and let me first say, what are you doing there? Okay, where? Okay, in here? No. Where? He wants to show us something, but, like I said, I like to leave my jetpack engine off at home. He wants to show us something. Okay, it's at his house. I suspected as much was true. He was Steve for a second there. What do you want to show us? What? What? Okay. I'm waiting. The machines. Oh, he just wanted me to come over and look at this. Okay, this is a bug, guys. Oh, here, implosion compressor. Here. There we go. Yay! You did it. That's actually really quick. I had no idea an implosion compressor was that quick. But yeah, if you guys want to know, this is basically where we're heading. We're gonna have a lot of these in our machine room. So sorry about that slight sidetrack. He just really wanted to show us. Let me show you right here. Now remember this one was bugged out. Relogged, updated it, did everything I thought was good to do. But I couldn't. Oh, did I break it again? No. I could not fix it because I think that it's a bug. So what I did is I put it down here. I tried to break it and I held it. Sorry, I bumped the mic. I held it for like a solid 10 minutes. Not 10. 2 minutes. Which might not sound like that's a long time to hold down a block for and have nothing happen. Held it for 2 minutes, nothing happened. So I think it was the pressure plate. So I'm gonna leave the pressure plates off. I'm just doing some of this stuff. A little bit of maceration business. Let's cut back on this. Psh, don't want that. Don't want these seeds either. Okay, now, where were we? Oh yes, we were over here. I just busted down this dirt. Now, I think I'm going to extend this. Might as well do it on camera. We're going to extend it all the way down. I had a turtle mine this out. The reason that it's so level behind this, if you didn't know, is because I had a turtle already mine most of this out for us. Now, it goes straight to the ocean, but I think that I'm going to cut it, like, right around here-ish. Now, that might sound, like, really overkill, because, look, standing back here, we can't even see the room. But, there's a lot of machines in this game, a lot to fit in. Not to mention, I also want to have, like, some automatic things, right? I want to have, a machine where I can put in crude oil and oil sands, and then it puts it into my biomass tank for me. So in that, it has to macerate it, right? Put it into a bucket, extract it, and then dispense it into the oil tank while keeping itself going. You know, I want to set up industrial grinder setups, and once you saw at JN's house, he has some more advanced machines, but you'll see that, you know, we need machine casing as machines get bigger. And we could always expand, I guess, into the ocean, and I think that'd be kind of cool. But this should probably be far enough for most of the stuff we want to do. Right to here, I said. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, is just expanding this out, because it's going to take a while. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next episode you'll see this all finished off. And I always feel like I get more done in FTB episodes just because I'm so addicted. Because this is all I do is play FTB. It's just so fun. It is a really fun time. Wait. No. I had a feeling that wasn't the end. It felt way too small while I was doing it. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next episode.